scheduling is like call a client, tell them when we're going to start, right? It's like, wow, that's the easiest. It's like getting up and making coffee in the morning, but it is so infinitely complex. It is a trial of thousands of variables, putting them all together. And if you do it right, you are one of the finest businesses on the planet. If you do it wrong, you will lose the trust of your clients. So how do you think about scheduling? What comes to mind for you?
Obviously a couple things, you've got to, and you probably know this better than me in the field, but you've got to know your customers. You got to know your team and your capacity and understand, where things fit, how they fit. I mean, a good production manager or production scheduler is going to have those things, top of mind, or have a tool that they're using that can help them plot that out and see what's already scheduled. Because the big thing about scheduling is not what you're about to schedule, it's understanding everything that's already scheduled and how things can fit in. That's really, it's like the jigsaw puzzle where you're looking for a spot to fit in the puzzle for that one little thing that you want to add in, or one huge thing.
So probably the most frequent question I get revolves around something about like, what do you charge for X? The second most is, how do you schedule? And it's really interesting that the knee-jerk reaction is like, I think people often approach scheduling kind of like estimating, which is if I had the right piece of software and I had the right production rates and a charge rate, this is just a math equation. And it is not just a math equation. Estimating is actually way more straightforward and a solvable math problem than scheduling, because on its face in my company, like there was one point where I actually listed out all the variables that go into scheduling. And number one, obviously client and the job. And since the time of COVID, everybody's at home, kids are learning from home, all this other stuff that throws in another variable. You got your own personnel. Who's going to show up every day? Historically, the data would show you that 15% of your entire workforce will likely not be present each day. And it's not for bad reasons. It's because illness, kids stuff at school, things like that. You have reality. Yeah, exactly. You have reality. Life happens.
To watch the full episode, download Overdrive, now available on the App Store and Google Play.